So this is a segment where we don't need to hear you laughing or talking. Just follow the sound of my voice. Take a deep breath in and let out a slow exhale. Amanda's already got her eyes closed. Juan, I can't see your eyes, but on your next breath in, just allow your eyes to gently close on the exhale if they're still open. And just continue to breathe in and breathe out, always allowing your exhale to be longer than your inhale. Following the flow of air in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as you follow that flow of air in through your nose and down into your lungs, see if you can become aware of where that laughter has been coming from these last few minutes. That laughter that was not dependent on jokes or comedy or humor. There was nothing external that prompted your laughter or required your laughter or inspired your laughter. You laughed on purpose. You laughed intentionally. Just turning your attention inward to begin to notice, becoming aware of where that laughter energy is the strongest inside you. You may notice it's moving around in a particular way, or perhaps it's all in one place. Just allow your attention to focus on that place inside the place where the laughter is most noticeable for you now. And that laughter that's inside you, that you've been allowing to come out, is laughter that's always available for you. It always has been, and it always will be. Babies are born with the ability to laugh even before they can speak or understand what makes something funny. So we say laughter is innate. It's a birthright. It's a gift. We all have it. As we become adults, sometimes we lose track of that. Sometimes we don't tap into it as often as we could. But you've been experiencing the choice to tap into that laughter today. And now you're looking inside at where the laughter comes from. A place that always exists inside you. A gift you have unconditional access to. When we laugh at external things, we call that conditional laughter. We're laughing at the condition of funny. And when we laugh on purpose, when we laugh intentionally, that's also called unconditional laughter. The laughter is not based on any external conditions, and it's available unconditionally from the inside out. We have many other birthrights, many other gifts that we're born with that are also unconditionally available to you. In hypnosis and NLP, we say everyone has all the resources they need already inside them. Well, laughter is one of those gifts, one of those resources. When we learn to allow that laughter to come out from within unconditionally, and we look at where the laughter's been coming from, we can become aware of those other resources that everyone has available to them. Things like resilience. Look at babies when they learn to walk. They fall down and they get right back up over and over again, and they never beat themselves up. They never criticize themselves. They never consider quitting. Because there's no such thing as failure. There's only feedback. Every experience can teach us something. We knew this as babies. And we can remember this as adults, with laughter helping to remind us. Resilience is one of our innate resources. So sometimes we take life a little too seriously. The more you laugh on purpose, the more life shows you reasons to laugh. When we practice intentional laughter this way, we start to see the lighter side of life. We start to catch ourselves when we take things too seriously, when we get caught up in a story that we've made up that's not even true. It happens to all of us. And when we laugh at these untrue stories we tell ourselves, that's resilience. When we look inside for everything we need, for all the resources, for the answers to our questions, for the solutions to our problems, for the inspiration to create what we've been imagining, we find we have unconditional access to our creativity. When we go into new situations, could be ordinary, everyday kinds of interactions with people. We don't need to rehearse or plan how a conversation is going to go. We've all had many interactions, many conversations that occurred without any advance notice. And we've handled them just fine because spontaneity is another one of our innate resources. So of course we can laugh anytime, laughing spontaneously when something amuses us and is funny. This is no condemnation or criticism of humor and jokes. They're wonderful. But we can discover within ourselves this capacity for laughing on purpose and from learning from the experience, learning from the inside out. Everything you need is already inside you. And laughter can just point us to that so that we can discover it for ourselves. When you're working with hypnosis clients, and whether their eyes are open or closed doesn't really matter. We often tell our clients, hypnosis is not something I'm going to do to you. It's something that we'll do together. It's an invitation to turn your attention inward. And we know there's many ways to define hypnosis, but they all contain the idea of a selective focus of attention, a narrowing of our focus. That's what's happening now. Laughter is hypnotic. Intentional laughter, especially. So you've turned your attention inward to where your laughter has been coming from. You've allowed your laughter to register as a resource that you've been born with, that everybody's born with. It's innate. And you've started to explore what other innate resources are there. Perhaps because you've already begun to realize curiosity and the capacity to learn and grow are also birthrights. They're also innate resources we see children display constantly. Children are curious about everything. They don't necessarily explore the same way adults do. We have to watch out for children putting things in their mouth. That's just part of their curiosity. But we have to keep them safe and make sure that they don't put the wrong things in their mouth, dangerous things in their mouths. But you're a grown-up and you know what's safe. You don't have to put everything in your mouth. But you can recognize this example illustrates curiosity is an innate resource for you, just as is the capacity to learn and grow from every experience, because there is no failure, only feedback. We already know from our training in hypnosis and NLP. We've got everything we need already inside us. We're constantly learning and growing. We're constantly calibrating. So our laughter and our laughnosis here today is just the beginning of our playful path, exploring what we can learn through laughter about our human nature, about what's already true for you to discover in your own way through insight, emerging awareness of what's already true. That's how I define insight. We're built with the capacity for it, the capacity to learn and grow through insight. So just take a moment to be with these ideas. Just notice how they feel inside your body. Notice what they look like. When you feel ready in the next moment or two, at your own rate and speed, allow your eyes to gradually open and give sound back to what you've been exploring and discovering about yourself inside. As you reorient your awareness to the outside world, let your insights, let your awareness take the form of sound, perhaps a joyful sound of breathing.